Hello, this is Adrienne, also known as Capricorntigress of Astrology, alookinside.com. And I'm coming to bring a special reading, a special monthly review for the month of January for the sign of Sagittarius. And I am reviewing the month of January of 2025 for the sign of Sagittarius. And you guys just bear with me. I just took a Benadryl because I'm itching, and I made the mistake of trying to drink coffee. I had some espresso beans, and I just thought, oh, let me just try it. I had a taste for coffee, but I can't drink coffee. I used to love coffee. How I love coffee, but I can't, because it's like I'm breaking out into like itchies. So I've took the Benadryl. I'm still waiting for it to officially kick in. So I'm a little hair flippy. So just bear with me while I deal with whatever this itchy, weird vibe is. You know what I mean? So we're dealing with that and praying that the Benadryl does kick in and it does begin to work its way through. Okay. So Sagittarius, and I wanted to just share that because I myself, in Eastern astrology, I was told I am a double Sagittarius, although in Western astrology, I'm a double Capricorn. So I always pay close attention to what's going on. And in this case, Sagittarius, Capricorn, the sun in Capricorn and the new moon in Capricorn, the emphasis is going to be in your second house. And the second house is an amazing house. It's the house that talks about what we have to offer. And it's funny because some of us, some people, myself included, I'm going to pick up my amethyst for this because I just feel like I need to talk from my heart on this. But some of us just don't know exactly what it is that we're here for, or what we have to offer, what our value is, what our core value is. Not just to ourselves, but to other people. And, some people, they really seem to know their value, their reason for being here, their purpose, their special sauce. They just know, right? Some people really are aware of their special sauce. They know who they are. And then there are some people that are just kind of searching, trying to understand exactly what it is that they bring to the table. Like, what is my value? What makes me stand out? What makes me the one that should be chosen versus XYZ, And this is a really deep conversation because this value goes deep. I've seen the second house value conversation go into relationships. Like, what am I bringing into the relationship? And people discovering that either they're giving too much or getting too little, or a combination of both. And so, this is a really important time when Capricorn goes through your second house. Now, the other thing that second house rules is basically money. And, a lot of us base our self-worth around money. So how much money we have equals how much self-worth we have, how much value we have. We figure that money is the main contributing factor to determining our value. And you got to discover for yourself whether or not, Saggy, if this is the way you see life. Like, the more toys I have, the more money I have, the more my value. And how will I go about getting those things? And in the case of Sagittarius, with Capricorn in the second house, it's always through some ambitious venture. So maybe there is something, I don't know if it's just your career in general, and maybe you might be looking at if you're worthy of getting a raise at that career. That could be it. Or it just could be that you are working on your ambition. And whatever that ambition is, could lead to your sense of value, because, you know, some people, their career is their value. Like, I am a chef, I am a doctor, I am a lawyer. Like that, they lead off with that. Their value is found through primarily that. And not everyone's that way, but some people are. And so you might have to ask yourself, is this me? Is this something that I do? You know, sometimes it's hard for us to see where we are needy or where we are giving too much, or where we're giving too little of ourselves. Sometimes relationship issues might crop up when the sun and moon are in the second house, because that subject of what am I giving in the relationship, or what are you giving? Or, you know, Janet Jackson, Taurus, second house, she had a famous song called "What Have You Done For Me Lately?" And when the sun and moon are going through the second house, that song is playing in my head. What have you done for me lately? Because you're going to be thinking that perhaps when the sun and moon are in the second house, especially if money is involved, and if things are a little tight on money. Because sometimes cautious Capricorn can be really cautious when it comes to money. And it might, you know, if money is tight, then that could be a problem. But I think that for some Saggies, money might perk up, because sun and moon, I think, are going to put a real big emphasis in the second house of money. And that's money, that's what you own, that's what you have, what you can buy, what you can afford. So it won't be other people, it'll be from you. Now, in the middle of January, we're going to have a full moon in Cancer. And then that's going to be kind of going all the way around, where it's going to be dealing more about your partner's money, or someone that maybe you've done some type of partnership with, and, you know, that kind of thing. Or maybe like an insurance or annuity or a payment or something like that, that might be part of the issue. But for now, this is about you. This is about the money you have. What are you bringing to the table? What do you have? What have you saved up? What, you know, have you saved up for a rainy day? Are you prepared for what's going on? If an emergency occurs, do you have your 1, 2, 3 months set away for that type of emergency? Are you okay? Annie, are you okay? You know what I mean? Because I'm worried about us Saggies with Capricorn going through the second house. Now, it's the sun, so it's good, but it's a new moon. That means there's probably some sense of a new beginning, or we might have to start something new, or we might be looking at a new project to build money and wealth and start from there. But I would think if you concentrate on ambition, because wherever Capricorn is where it is always dealing with the career and ambition. And the only way to get a really good response from a Capricorn transit is it's about work. It's always about work. It's always about work. Always. So I don't know, Saggy, if it's about some type of work project that you create or could create that could create more income or wealth for you. That could be some course you create, or some master class that you hold, or something that you put into motion that's a career changing event that could lead to actual money for you. But I would definitely look into that. Look into making money when the sun is in the second house. Don't sit on that. Don't miss this opportunity, because I think this is an opportunity for you to maybe amass a little bit of extra money because of something that you've worked on ambitiously, that you've put all your heart and energy into, and now it's time for you to reap the harvest for all the work that you've sown. And so I hope that occurs for you, Sagittarius. and that you get whatever your ambitious heart had hoped for when it comes to the finances of whatever dream you've been working on for the longest time. Now, the one other thing is, I can't help but mention that some Saggies, I think, are going to get some of their ideas in their dreams. I do believe that. So if you wake up one night or one day and you're like, oh, I had this dream that I did and I made so much money, go and see if you could actually in real life do because that might be almost a psychic message that came in for how you can make this money. And especially if it's something you wanted to do, or you thought about doing, or you didn't know how to do, and suddenly in this dream it showed you exactly how to do it. Take note, take heed about these money dreams when the sun and the moon are going through your second house of money, okay? And follow those dreams if you can. I don't think this would be the time to hesitate or hold back on any kind of money-making plan or scheme, Saggy. I think if you've got that, then go for it. The only thing that really bothers me is the idea that, we've got Jupiter in Gemini, which is opposing Sagittarius. And so I just want Saggy overall to be cautious. And I think Capricorn in the second house, in general, especially with the sun and moon there, is just telling me, caution. Just be cautious, Sagittarius, of what you're doing with your money. Okay? Don't do anything that you'll regret. I want you to use extreme caution when it comes to your money, and also be ambitious when it comes to your money. Put forth your ambition, because what you work for is what you'll get back a result from. If you haven't worked for it, you're not going to get a result back. Okay? And I feel like that is really the real message here. If you have not worked for it, you're not going to get back this positive result that you might have, this dream that you're going to get. But you've got to put in the work, because Capricorn is a sign of hard work and ambition and drive and willpower. So Saggy, you've got to put that in. But I feel like if you put in this work during this period of time, during those first 3 weeks of January, I think it'll definitely pay off during Aquarius season, when all the emphasis is going to be sextile Sagittarius, and then it's going to be very positive for you and what that means for you. Okay, so I hope this resonated with the sign of Sagittarius. I hope that some Saggies got whatever they could from this message. And if this did resonate with you and you would like to get a personal reading, because this was just a general reading for all general Sagittarius rising people. But if you would like to get a personal reading with me, I do those. And the way you would go about getting it is by going to my website, which is astrologyalookinside.com. That's astrologyalookinside.com. Go to our shop, and there's a variety of different things there you can find. Or if you like to schedule it yourself, that way you don't have to wait for me to contact you to schedule the appointment, then you could just go right over to Calendly, and that's calendly.com/astrologyalookinside. That's calendly.com/astrologyalookinside. Also, please take a moment to like this video and share this video, especially if you liked it. Share it all over the place on social media. Be sure to subscribe to this channel or follow me wherever you're seeing this. And also, I just like to point out that you can find me on social media everywhere under Astrology A Look Inside. So that's Facebook at Astrology A Look Inside, Instagram at Astrology A Look Inside, YouTube at Astrology A Look Inside, and TikTok at Astrology A Look Inside. Okay? Much love, much light, many blessings. Happy January of 2025 to you, Sagittarius, and may you have a wonderful, prosperous 2025. Many blessings to you.